Texas House lawmakers give initial approval to a bill that would strengthen how law enforcement responds to school shootings. It's authored by former Uvalde mayor turned state representative Don McLaughlin. CBS Austin's Andrew Freeman is live outside the state capitol tonight with more on the bill's requirements. Andrew.
Abigail, when Representative McLaughlin stepped down from Uvalde to run for state office, it was to push for more accountability following the disastrous law enforcement response to the Robb Elementary School shooting of 2022. Now this bill could soon be heading to the Senate, which would require annual meetings and trainings between school districts and law enforcement agencies.
It was disorganized, directionless, and deadly.
Don McLaughlin wasn't just one of the first on scene of the Robb Elementary School shooting in May of 2022.
You served as the first elected official in Uvalde to show up at Robb Elementary that tragic day, did you not?
Yes, sir.
He was mayor at the time. It's a position he stepped down from the next year to run for a seat in the Texas House. 19 students and 2 teachers were killed in the shooting. Multiple law enforcement agencies have been criticized for the nearly 400 officers who waited outside for more than an hour before confronting the shooter.
Leadership was nowhere to be found. Agencies deflected blame instead of stepping up.
The Uvalde Strong Act is his first piece of legislation, which swept through the House Monday.
There being 147 ayes and 0 nays, House Bill 33 is passed to engrossment.
House Bill 33 requires law enforcement agencies to meet annually for active shooter training exercises. It also requires those agencies to meet with school districts annually to plan response measures.
It creates a clear, unified statewide response protocol so the next time a crisis unfolds, law enforcement won't have confusion or uncertainty.
Safety and security consultant Usher with DPrep Safety calls it an extremely important piece of legislation.
It's going to require them to actually go there to that site to kind of see what's going on.
A veteran and former special agent, Usher has 25 years of security experience.
Our number one asset is our children going forward, growing up and becoming a good member of society.
While response is certainly important, he says in the future he'd like to see legislation that also tackles prevention.
Whether it's security, and we're the layered security approach, whether it's physical security and police response and mental health and technology and, all of that stuff together really is what's going to make us safer.
In a statement following the vote, McLaughlin says in part, this bill fixes what was broken. We owe it to the families in Uvalde and to every family in Texas to make sure no child, no teacher, and no community ever faces that kind of failure again. The bill needs one more vote in the House before it can move to the Senate for final approval, though that chamber already has passed a similar version of this bill. The final stop would be the governor's desk to be signed into law. Reporting live in Austin, Andrew Freeman, CBS Austin News.